As many of my colleagues, deans, and professors might regretfully confirm, I tend to talk a lot. So I've been strictly advised to keep it under 3 minutes. Let's just say this may be my shortest speech. Let's see how it goes. When we cross borders and come to a country as vast and diverse as the United States, we do not just carry our luggage and ambitions. We carry a responsibility to represent our nation the best way possible. It's colossal. So to my family, friends, and everyone watching back home, I hope I have made you proud, and I hope I have played my part in representing our nation the best way I could. Once we got here, something magical happened. And it wasn't just in the assignments or the group studies. It was in what I like to call as the invisible threads. The ones we wove when we were trying to find the perfect color palette for Tableau in Professor Escamilla's class. Or when we were still trying to figure out what exactly is a bad debt in Professor Porter's class. Or when we were trying to wrap our heads around WAC in Professor Chavez's class. These moments that quietly stitched us together, not through straight A's or perfect PPTs, but through acceptance, resilience, curiosity, laughter, and grit. Grit, just like Dean Mary reminded us on our first few days of immersion. Within just a month of being here, I saw a classmate from Chile hugging a classmate from Brazil, just like they were childhood friends. You know who they are. Meanwhile, someone from Japan and I were awkwardly bowing down to each other in the hallway. A few weeks later, the same Japanese classmate was saying, "Buenos dias," like it was completely normal. I once overheard a classmate from China say "que más" to a classmate from Colombia, and a classmate from Peru saying "o genki desu ka." Spanish, Japanese, Mandarin, Xhosa, Italian, English, Hindi, Portuguese, and languages from more than 40 countries, all flowing through one room every day. Within the daily commotion, we still lived our pura vida life, as they say in Costa Rica, and we still stayed connected with these invisible threads. Yes, there is one more page. I've seen classmates from South Africa, Uganda, even US, Armenia, Thailand, Indonesia, cheering for Red Sox and singing Sweet Caroline, like they grew up just near Fenway. Sweet Caroline, whoa, oh, oh. This is the invisible threads that I'm talking about. Remember Hult Olympics Day? Boston's best weather in a single day with wind, rain, and snow? For a day, it didn't matter what program you were in. The only thing that mattered was how loudly you could cheer. And that's when I realized these invisible threads are real. These threads made us feel like we belonged somewhere, even when we were far away from home. Years from now, we will look back and smile, not at the perfect scores or the grades, but at the unforgettable people sitting beside us today. And these threads won't end here. They'll show up in reunions, weddings, voice notes, or just randomly saying happy birthday in 7 different languages. So to my classmates, thank you for every laugh, every hug, every late night brainstorm, and every time you said, "I got you." In a world that often feels divided, we have proven that connection transcends borders, languages, and differences. We have shown each other that home isn't just a place on a map, it's the people who make you feel seen, supported, and celebrated. To the professors and staff, thank you for guiding us, challenging us, and occasionally forgiving us when the deadlines got a bit too creative. To the family, friends, lovers, and partners who supported us from every time zone, and thank you to that one person without whom none of this would have been possible. Thank you, DBS. You know who you are. You all have been more than a part of this journey. You have been the reason it mattered. As we now step into new cities, new roles, and new dreams, let's carry these invisible threads with us. Let's stay curious, stay kind, and stay connected. And in the spirit of where I come from, I bow down in humble Indian style and say Dhanyavad, Namaste, Thank you and congratulations, class of 2025.